not every trip's a winner, but it doesn't have to be this much of a kick in the dick. I almost didn't release this video. In fact, I damn near deleted all this footage. But then it occurred to me how often I appreciate when other creators share the trips that didn't go well, when they share the hard times, they share the disappointment. And I thought it would be a bit hypocritical of me not to share my disappointing experience as well. Good morning. It's about 8:30 and we're up and moving already. Really excited about this trip. We were supposed to be on the Uinta Highline Trail, but that trip got canceled due to a fire. So instead, my buddy Brian and I are taking Devin from Backcountry Exposure on his very first backpacking trip in the Sierras. Super excited about this. Today's plan is to follow the Piute Pass trail until we stop following the trail. Then we'll go off trail over Alpine Coal and down into the Darwin Basin for the night. So we're out here for 5 days and 4 nights. Our packs are way too heavy this morning with 5 days worth of food, but they'll get lighter every meal. So that's exciting.
Some of the cheeseburger birds say it differently. Yeah, it depends if it's a quarter pound or half pound. Yeah, if it has bacon on it, even more so.
Working our way up towards Piute Pass, which is kind of the first big obstacle of today. And it'll be Devin's first official Sierra's Pass, which is super exciting.
I like tailwind. Makes life happy.
All right, Devin, you're about to go over your first Sierra's Pass.
I am.
How you feeling?
It kind of just feels like any other high elevation pass right now. Legs hurt, I'm tired, pack feels unreasonably heavy. But I don't know what's on the other side. I don't know what to expect. I like that. I like that there's some sense of intrigue of what possibly is over there. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure there's lakes. And a nice view.
Yeah.
And probably a bunch of white rocks.
Yeah. I reckon it's going to be beautiful.
Coming down in that same racing trip. Coming down the Amethyst Pass. You saw the video, right? Oh, wow. That is huge. Oh my gosh. How's that real? What? That's so big.
Welcome to the Sierras, Devin. We're over the pass, heading off towards Alpine Coal. So that's where the type 2 fun part of the trip really kicks in. It's all off trail. Probably have to do some scrambling, some route finding. Really excited about it. It's been amazing so far. We're not even like halfway through day 1. We got 4 more days out here. This is fantastic. Just absolutely beautiful area. I love this. I love this. Near as we can tell from down here, I think we're headed to that low spot between those 2 tall peaks. And down the other side, find a nice spot to pitch a couple tents. It's just wild to me that places like this exist. This is just absolutely stunning. Every single direction you look, It's just amazing everywhere. What an absolute privilege to be here. So we're working our way towards Alpine Col through my least favorite terrain. Boulder hopping is not something I am good at or comfortable with, but it's not super long, so I reckon I'll be fine. But full on type 2 fun from here until we get to camp. I made it across the first section of boulders, and I'm on the other side of the lake now. Now it's just kind of scrambling up until we find a good route to the Col. The valley is starting to fill up with smoke from some hopefully distant fire, but this is not my favorite way to end a day. I don't do well in this terrain, but once we're through this, like all day tomorrow will be basically JMT hiking. So suck it up, get through this part, and on to the stuff I'm better at. Well, we did make it over Alpine Col. I was just moving too slow. Brian and Devin were doing pretty good. I don't know what to say. This sucks. Feels like it's my fault. The valley is really smoky now. It's getting worse and worse and worse with the smoke. Devin is satellite texting a friend trying to get more information about where the smoke might be coming from. Well, the air is pretty gross. Not every trip's a winner, but it doesn't have to be this much of a kick in the dick. Well, we were able to get a text out through the power of satellite communication, and it's not good news. So the fire is about 30 miles northwest of us, and the wind is blowing directly towards us. It's a big fire. It's burned somewhere around 20,000 acres so far, so it's not going away anytime soon. Air quality is terrible. We all feel like crap. You can see it behind me. It's just miserable, and it's getting worse by the minute. So we've made the regrettable decision to fuck off back to the car. What happens after that, I have no idea. Maybe we'll get a motel room, or I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But this route is effectively over. So that's that. I made it to Piute Lake about 8 o'clock last night, and it didn't make sense to keep hiking in the dark. My headlamp wasn't working, which is a bummer. I charged it and tested it before we left, and then when I needed it, it didn't work. So might be time to buy a new headlamp. I don't know what the plan is today, but I have a suspicion that the group consensus will be that we go back to the car and call it. Smoke did clear out last night, but we're all pretty congested and itchy eyes and just not feeling super good. I didn't sleep well last night, largely due to the smoke. But beautiful morning right now, absolutely gorgeous. But I don't think it's gonna last. Well, the consensus of the group was that the trip is over. In my mind, we still had some options. I'd suggested going into town and visiting the ranger station, seeing what other permits might be available. But the looming threat of smoke is definitely weighing pretty heavily on everybody, and I understand and respect that. We're all congested. We all slept like crap. Nobody's feeling really good. Our lungs hurt. We woke up to ash all over the outsides of our tents. So the smart choice is obviously just to call it for the health and well-being of everybody, but it's kind of the last weather window for the rest of the year to do a big multi-day trip. I'll probably squeeze in a couple of one-nighters here and there before the snow starts to fall, but that's anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks from today where we are. So very disappointed, very upset. Not even 100% sure I'm ever going to edit and release this video, so I don't know why I'm standing here talking to the camera right now.
It can be difficult to remember the good times on a trip that ends so poorly. You know, it's easy to let the negative overshadow everything else. But my takeaway is we had a wonderful time right up until we didn't.